probably less than an hour ago, I just got the call that we are finally shutting business on Joy Rich. You know in Glee where Rachel Berry says being part of something special makes you special? That's what this was about. I've spent the last 3 years of my life dedicated to this job, making it part of my daily routine, and now it is finally ending. We closed all the stores. It had an end date. I am going to terribly miss working here. This has been a one-of-a-kind experience. I'm not emotional right now, but I have been and I will be. This is a whole documentation for a place that I've loved and adored and that has literally changed my life.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
I'm here because I was rostered on, even though I've been fired. So why am I still even here?
I am here because Lizzie took me as a hostage.
How are you feeling, Daniel?
Relieved. I was probably going to quit eventually.
All gonna quit at some point.
Yeah,
okay?
I like that. Me probably. Joey was banking on this job.
I learnt that I'm so capable of much more. Like I could be a manager now. That's how good I think I am after working here for only 6 months. Frankly, I will miss
Lisa.
and Steph, Joella, Daniel. Is that everyone? And specifically
Lisa.
The most important things I learned were teamwork, and people who are not your family can also be your family.
That's so cheesy. This job came at a time in which I really needed something stable and I needed something to focus on other than my uni work. This was during a time which the world was just starting to open up again because we'd been through lockdowns and we still experience lockdowns in that time since opening. Before this job, I actually had another spot at Nike. And when I was pretty much sold this dream, I jumped ship and was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this because this sounds like something that's gonna seriously accelerate my career. Because I was studying full-time in my marketing degree, it just perfectly aligned. I'm a very firm believer in the universe making things happen for you, and it definitely was something that was meant to happen for me because it was too much of an opportunity to not say yes and to commit to. I think being in a senior level position at any business, at any company, is amazing to do in your early 20s. There are a lot of things that you learn by working in a small business, and I can do another video on this because there are so many things I could talk about. For me, in summary, I think the mindset of it's someone else's responsibility and role, not mine, really affects it. You know, it's everyone's responsibility to take accountability for things, no matter how big or small.
I hated being threatened by customers to get my skull bashed in. Before like anything, I saw the smell of like just meth.
How did you know it was meth?
Chemicals. Smell the chemicals off him. Looking around, it was so dodgy, right? You know what? For my own protection, I came in here. Where's the Stanley knife? He was like shopping over here. I don't have a goatee, I can't really act him out. It's just like this, with my hand behind my back, keeping an eye on him. You stand where I was.
You good, mate? You good? Keep watching me. It's very disrespectful.
Sorry, sir, I'm just doing my job.
That's disrespectful.
It said in a very alarming tone, and was like,
You don't stare at me.
proceeds to say,
I will bash your skull in.
and then walked out the store because he was getting very close. So I had it in my hand like that.
That was it?
Yeah. Drama.
Having a work relationship with a personal close friend, it's like living with them. It's like learning their little things and learning what they're good at, learning what they can improve on, and observing the things that they do or say that you may not have actually picked up on if you were just hanging out with them socially in dance class or at a bar or at home. It's so interesting.
Why are you here?
And you told me you needed someone, so and we weren't really friends, right? So that's why I got hired.
Not at all.
Now we're best friends. I will miss working with my now friends that I wasn't friends with before, but I'm now friends with. I'll miss working with all of them.
My name is Joella Jackson. Don't forget it. I think I've been here like 6 or 7 months. The same as Joey. Joey and I started around the same time. I'm here because I left my other retail job and I got the job here because my friend was here. Can I say?
You can say that, sure.
Oh yeah, Josh used to work here, my old roommate used to work here, so then I got the job here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay, what I loved the most was definitely like the people. Some of the people. I had some really good customers, but then other times customers would like actually be very rude.
I think I learned that people aren't as nice as they seem. Yeah. And when people say someone's nasty, it's true. Like I thought that maybe some people weren't that bad, but then when I met them and got to know them, they're worse. I learned that maybe not to assume things about people. There's so many customers that come in and will get scared because I say hi. And I'm like, oh, like, okay, a lot of people are shy, even though they don't look like it.
Someone who is an absolute dick to you or just does things that make other people feel uncomfortable or unsafe is also a reflection of who they are personally. You may care a lot about others. It's a really tough world out here and people won't care about you the same way that you care about them. I know it's like your personal and professional personality or behavior is different, but at your core you're still that person, whether you're at work or whether you're at home. The way you treat others is how you treat everyone on a daily basis, no matter where you are. It's a foreign concept to me now to work in a place that lacks your own personal passion and creativity in it. I think a lot of my generation these days are adapting to that mindset of working for ourselves and becoming our own boss. I think in this current environment where your career can take off easily in any online platform such as TikTok or YouTube, it's very easy to get caught up in the idea of,
oh my god, this is gonna be what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get super rich from it, and I'm gonna build a really awesome career from it.
And that's possible, 100%. But also there's a reality to it and a truth of that doesn't just happen to you without hard work and being conscious of what you're actually doing and intentional with the work you're doing. There are opportunities everywhere, but only in the right places and only if you're actually looking for them. So for me personally, I know being here, even though it's sad to see it go and to move on from it, it's not going to get me anywhere else. I've become as much as I could be here, and it was only a matter of time. Because I'm at that age where there are people around me who are either getting married or completely messing up their lives and not realizing it, or comfortable in a corporate 9-to-5 job, I like to constantly reinforce that idea of that it's never too late to hit that reset button and start again, especially if you're unhappy or if there's a sense of irritation or uncomfortableness at where you are in life. I'm not going to sugarcoat this experience and say it was nothing but happy days and smooth sailing, because I don't really have like one specific person or parents to monitor what I'm doing and see my movements or question my career choices. If I'm not consciously aware of it, if I'm not actually taking responsibility for the things I do, then I'm just going to remain stagnant and not realize the areas in my life in which I could actually improve on or grow in. It was funny because one of my closest friends, Nigel, texted me as soon as he heard the news, and this is what he said. Nigel goes, "Universe is literally telling you, like, damn, you caught none of my signs. I gotta take drastic measures now." And I guess that's really what's happened. It's like, let's rip away what you're most comfortable with and look behind that curtain and see what's there, as scary as it might be. I know there are a lot of signs from the universe telling me time to go, and it's now a very clear indicator that I literally have no choice but to. I think something else that really generally just makes me a little bit sad is that my friends will have no designated area to meet up and hang out with. This was like the spot to go to. It was pretty much the equivalent of our Central Perk in Friends, where you just have this constant location, this like same set that you go to every single day where you see the same people. It's this comfort zone and it's what we're used to. I always compared to working here like a sitcom. It was like we had recurring characters, we had seasons, we had plot lines, we had drama, we had people come and go. We just had so many things happen. It just felt like one big TV show, and this was just a fun, colorful set to play around in. Work-wise, it was standard, make sales, hit your targets, yada yada yada, etc. I believe in that whole making yourself the main character of your story, and I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did feel like a main character being here. Every day I come into work and I'm dressed in some different cute little outfit. Even customers started feeling like returning characters because we ended up just being friends with anyone who bought from us anyway. My friends as well, they just felt like characters. 3 seasons? I don't know. I'm gonna say 3 seasons because it's 3 years worth of Joy Rich. This is Kenzie, by the way.
I don't even work here. But what am I meant to do? Where am I meant to hang out with my friends? Are we meant to meet up in Melbourne Central Club?
I ain't gonna lie, it's like Joy Rich is like I've seen this place like every day I come here, it's there, and I feel like it's a staple of Melbourne Central, and it's not gonna be here anymore. It's kind of shocking actually. I was not expecting to be told that today. But you know what? At least Joy Rich will live on the internet, and I'm sure it will still have a bright future ahead. So I'm gonna cry. It is what it is, you know.
It was an honor to match with the Queen Bee.
Oh.
Lizzy-maebee.
Lizzie! What was it like for you?
It just allowed me to express myself through streetwear. You know, I wouldn't go into these types of shops if it weren't for my friends actually working there. That's one thing I'm definitely taking from Joy Rich. So it's a brand I'll be missed. It's fun, it was a good hangout spot.
Yeah.
You know, I loved covering, you know, toilet breaks, bringing coffee runs. But as long as I have the people that work there still around me, I'll be okay.
Oh.
How was your Joy Rich experience?
Great at the start, and it was nice because when there were, you know, local designs, things might have changed, but it's fine. We deal with it. I feel like this store just shows that there isn't much joy in being rich. You need other things like friends and food.
Creating a safe space is incredibly important, and I think that's what I wanted to make here most. Having the word that has joy in it, that's what you want to do, that's what you want to bring. It's not just a matter of making people feel happy with their purchase, it's also making people feel safe to be here. That translates into the product that you're selling. Because if you're making people feel safe in your environment and in your store, they're going to want to buy. And when they buy the stuff, it translates to what they're wearing.
Hi, my name is Zujin. I am 22 years old and single. I feel like I've been here from the start since it first opened during the seesaw era to the gigantic teddy bear era. What do you call the gigantic teddy bear. Joy Rich Jr. to the Joy Rich Jr. era.
This is Joy Rich Jr. He was like this giant ass bear that we got from Costco who sat in the store in multiple locations, and we used him as like a couch / a place to sit and eat lunch on, and also someone to talk to when you were standing in the store by yourself. We gave him away to this random customer, and I have no idea where he is right now, but I hope he's alive and well, and if he's lying in the middle of a rubbish landfill, then God bless.
Personally, I learnt a lot from Lizzie. She's literally my big sister. She's my ate. Been together since I started uni. So she's a big source of inspiration for me and one of my role models. I've learnt a lot from her. As a person growing up still in your 20s to professionally being who you are, I feel like Joy Rich was a platform for me to just creatively express how I feel with fashion.
I've definitely learned how to spot a genuine friend who wants to help and genuinely support you in whatever way. And I've also learned who is only here to take advantage of your kindness, who may not actually have any intention of caring about you at all, and who's only here for themselves. I respect people who have dreams and ambitions because I'm like that. I have my own dreams. I have my own agenda for being here, for working my way up.
I feel like I'm gonna put my time that I had here into dance, which is my passion and my career. So I want to focus that more on like my freelancing stuff. Yeah, because I know I can earn more on my own talents and on my own hours, doing my own thing. Monetize that social media, everyone. So that's what we're working on. Yeah, because I'm not working for someone else, I'm working for myself from now on. No. That's hot. That's cute. No. Yeah, that one.
Dream is to find joy.
I just rolled my eyes.
Get a lot of money. But actually, I don't need money. To be honest, my dream is just to be joyful and happy. So I hope that my next job is gonna give me that.
I'll still continue my therapy work and try to find something else on the side that's art related. Yeah, that's my plan. And to take my time.
Well, I've got your question for you.
Yeah.
As a manager, when you manage the store, out of the current working employees, who was your favorite?
Joey, easy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And when I asked him to change mannequins, he changed his mannequins.
I don't know, I feel like you're attacking me right now.
I love everyone equally, okay? Don't put me on the spot like that.
You guys want food?
Daniel was a recurring customer.
Everyone just loved me so much that they wanted me as a main character.
No, he just stuck around the store too much.
I'm there.
And then everyone just ends up knowing him. And it's like, oh, it's Daniel.
Oh.
Daniel is the youngest person as well, but somewhat mature. Sometimes.
I don't know, I feel like living to 25 and after then, it's like free game to the world, whatever it wants. Like at 25, I'll be happy. Anything after, it's just extra. Maybe we should start our own brand.
Create a new brand. Call it Sad Broke.
Yo, actual, that goes hard. And it'd be
Find
like
your sad, you'll be broke.
comfortable clothes to cry in.
How many times have you cried in Joy Rich clothing?
Oh my god, our store got broken into, remember that one?
God.
Oh my god! That was like a surprise episode.
Yeah. Like a filler episode.
Yeah. It was like it had no plot to it.
There was no point. No point at
And
all.
let's be real, it was just a pain in our ass. But
It
then at the
was.
end of the day, it didn't affect
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Because nothing was stolen.
Nothing was
And nothing was broken.
Nothing.
I didn't know you were still here. It's the Joy Rich, and it's like a tank top, and it's like tight. Well, I loved the most working with Lizzie, and I hated the most working with Liz. The reason why I loved working with Lizzie is because she's a good friend, feel comfortable, yada yada yada. The bad thing working with Lizzie, I was forced at gunpoint to do TikToks and videos like this. In the future, I'm planning to work with Lizzle. Don't want to work in retail in the street style scene, coincidentally, as does Lizzie. So maybe we'll work together again.
Joe, you missed a spot. Right there. I am taking this board home with me and taking the photos off because it's time to fill it up with new photos and new memories of wherever it is I'm headed to next. The thing about moving forward is to not look back. And although these images are filled with people who I hold dear to my heart, I know that there's so much more new things that I could fill this board with. How you perceive the world is really heavily influenced by those around you. Everyone has their own definition of joy and their own definition of being rich. Generally, we align being rich to having a lot of money, and that's definitely true. It's always good to have money. I know there's a saying that goes, money doesn't buy you happiness. There's truth to that because it does actually buy you the things you want to do. Money actually provides you with the ability to do the things that will make you happy. I was actually told at the very beginning of when I started being a manager here was to not become friends with your employees, and for me I found that quite weird. I found that a little bit awkward because how could you not be friends with people you saw basically every single day who basically are the same age as you, as well as have the same hobbies and interests as you. So it didn't make sense to me at the time. And this is something else I learned, is that not everyone's advice that you're given to is right. Even if the person giving the advice to you is older and perceived as a more senior level, more experienced person, take everything with a grain of salt, keep it in mind, and apply their advice when it feels right to. As someone who has never really felt at home anywhere, this was definitely one of the places where I did feel a sense of belonging, a place to call home. The blood, sweat, and literal tears of trying to make this work. It doesn't take away the fact that I succeeded in learning about how to make better relationships in both a professional and personal dynamic.
Lost for last only. We did that my first, when I was first hired, we did that dance.
This is the dance.
It's giving. No, it's giving GTA Shiba trying to open up.
Oh no, that's this. What would I miss? The meetups.
Dancing in
we
front
need
of
a
the
new
stores.
meetup place.
Yeah.
That's okay. We didn't lose.
This
it.
was
We
our
need a place to
central
drop
hub.
our stuff off. True.
Yeah.
My luggage. Where would I put my luggage? No, I'm kidding.
How long has this been your home for?
Almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. It's a long term. It's a bachelor's degree.
I was here part-time.
Barely.
Casual.
Yeah, Dara's always been here. She never left.
Oh wait, have I? Yeah. That's not me.
That is you.
Oh my god, I look like a man. No.
Come on.
No, Cleo.
Your auntie says to go there.
We're growing to.
What's our purpose now?
Shaking our asses.
So long.
When I see you again.
Start doing the peace sign. Like Asian aunties.
Suji and I are just packing away things and I'm crying because it's actually emotional.
What I said before, it's like sometimes you feel frustrated on not being where you want to be. But you know, once you finally get there, it's all sweet, it's all perfect because you look back at how long it took you and what you had to go through to get there, and it's nothing else is sweeter than that. It's always perfect timing. And then you look back and it's like, this is how much I've gone through to get to this point. And when you look back at it, getting what you want makes it even more perfect. Better than perfect, honestly. Like it's hard to just feel like you're not guaranteed anything or everything's uncertain. But just know that you're gonna eventually be there. And that applies to you on your journey, on your chapter. And there's gonna be people in the way where they don't agree where you want to be. They're gonna judge you and all that. But what matters more is your progress, your effort, everything. It's all about what you think of yourself, and that's what I'm trying to better myself at. Loving myself, being kind to myself, being patient with myself. I feel like you can never be fully healed though. Process. It's about growth.
You're healing, but things are always gonna keep happening to you.
Yeah. You just gotta learn how to, I don't want to say adapt to it, just gotta learn how to grow from it.
Yeah. Like if you're reflecting on what happened and like how you can be better from that situation, that's what matters most. Also, things aren't as like,
it's not linear. Healing is not linear. I'm still struggling, man. I am still struggling. I'm still crying. It's not like a movie where, okay, this is my struggle, I'm working on it, and there we go. It's all about the ups and the downs.
In order to help yourself as well, you have to be willing to help others too.
Sure.
Which is what you're doing right now.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Because when you help others as well, it teaches us how to.
True. This is why I love you. Your energy is so pure. Because there's gonna be some people that are gonna drain your energy. And trust me, I've gone through it. But you need friends to uplift you. I think that's the perfect example of what a perfect, not perfect, but what a friend should be.
What a good friend should be.
Listen and apply what they're saying.
Yeah.
Not just, because it's different between hearing and listening.
Yeah.
I've been around so many people that just hear you but won't do anything.
I know in my heart and my soul that once, you know, we wrap things up here and we end things here and I move on, I'm not gonna look back at this. I'm the type to not get sentimental over things, and I'm very quick to move on from people and places. Generally, it's really hard to not grieve and to not feel lost, because, you know, it's not just a matter of me just leaving the place, it's a matter of the fact that the place is gonna be gone. It's gonna be like snapped out of existence, like Thanos. It's 9:58, 29 p.m.
The vampires are out.
The vampires are out. Honestly, I could probably stay here till super late, but really at this point we may as well just sleep in the store. It feels like a second home anyway. We got teddy bears to go to sleep with. We can play lullabies, and we have a kettle.
Make coffee.
Make coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now. So halfway there. One thing I don't think I'll miss is the sound of the clock chimes, the MC clock going off every goddamn hour. It looks like a mess, but we're getting there. And the back room, half cleared. Half cleared. It's on its last dying breath. Poor Eunice is on the ground, and Michael Jackson, and I don't think I gave a name to the other mannequins.
But those were special.
But they were our special, now dismembered friends.
Now they're part of a true crime story.
Ta-da!
The rest is still unwritten.
No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in.
My brain's not processing.
We're not processing anything right now. Let's go home. See you tomorrow. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Jazz music. Wow.
I cannot feel my legs. I'm just a girl and I just packed up this whole store. Look at this. This was all us. Just 3 petite little girls working hard.
How I love being a woman.
Yeah.
Joey and Daniel let us down. Yeah. Joey's sick. Daniel is Daniel. Thank you for having us. Thank you for tuning in and watching. And I'm waiting for Taylor Swift.
I was like, what are you looking at? Oh my gosh, this pimple has gone.
Look at this, see? I sacrificed good Wi-Fi at home to be here today.
Bye, bitches.
Okay, so Joella and Steph just left and now I am tidying up the last bits of it and cleaning it up. Oh, this is very physically draining. I just want to say a quick thank you to this break room, aka the breakdown room. Thank you for witnessing my tears. Thank you for witnessing my tiredness as well as my happiness, and for being a safe spot to just be at peace. Now that it's empty, it looks kind of medical. I feel like this is a hospital room. Hospital lighting to me signifies how much of a place this was of healing and of recovery from the trials and tribulations of trying to make a small business work. I'm so used to moving from apartment to apartment every 6 or 12 months. I have stayed in Joy Ridge longer than I've been in any apartment that I've ever lived in. The feeling of leaving a place and the sentimentality and the nostalgia when I look back at the footage while I'm editing this will definitely hit me. I think right now, because I'm still obviously trying to get rid of everything and pack it all up, I can't really process that part because I still have a job to do. So yeah, I cannot wait to sleep after this. Ugh. This is it. This is where it ends. Me on this chair, talking to a camera by myself. And honestly, I couldn't be any more grateful. I just got off a FaceTime with Zara and we were just talking about how this business we put our heart and soul into, and we're really sad it's ending, but what can we say but thank you for everything that it's taught us. I thank everything that it's taught me. I'm so grateful that I got to have this experience, and yeah, one last spin around the chair. Bye, say goodbye. Bye. I'll have fever dreams about this place in the future. When I'm old, I know this place will be just a memory to me, and I don't know what to think.
Joy Ridge, Australia.
My heart is racing, oh my god. What is this? In the club with my homies.
Oh, this is so cute. Find your joy, you'll be rich.
Okay, Linda. That's a wrap. Woo. This is it, guys. This is all from me. I just want to say, for the very last time, find your joy, you'll be rich.